Hello everybody, this is Ryan over at High Carb Regenerator. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about the rice diet versus the raw diet. I get a lot of questions in my DMs. Well, not lately. It's been a little quiet, but normally I get a lot of questions in my DM about why I wouldn't do raw anymore, or just different things like that, or is the rice diet better, or what about this rice diet? I get a lot of questions about the rice diet because I've done a lot of videos about it. And my answer to that question is pretty simple. If you can get good enough fruit, and a lot of us cannot, like if you're living somewhere in Thailand or Malaysia or just most Asian, well, not even most Asian countries, more rural Asian areas, you usually can get good fruit, especially the warmer the climate. You usually can get good fruit, and like durian or mangoes or pineapple or bananas or whatever it is, especially Thai bananas. Those things are really good, but I don't recommend blending them. If you've ever blended Thai bananas like in a smoothie, they are just so dense that it just doesn't go well. So I would not recommend smoothies for them. Somebody had suggested the other day that I try them in ice cream. So I went to the Asian store to get some, but they were out. So I'm going to go try there again today and see if they have them, because that actually sounds like it might be really good, just how thick they are. But I really wanted to touch on this topic because if you can get the good fruit, if you can constantly get the good fruit in season, especially, then yeah, raw fruit or raw, fruitarian or raw vegan is going to be the way to go, 100%. The reason I came off is because for whatever reason in March, I was having no trouble even part of February, I was having no trouble whatsoever finding good fruit. Then late March into April hit, and I was really having a struggle trying to find good fruit. So it's basically back to bananas. I went, like I said, I went to the other day. They didn't have mangoes. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if you've been finding the same thing. I know there's not too many mangoes, I don't think, in season right now, but there's a lot of other fruit that is in season that I'm having a hard time finding. So that is where the rice diet comes in. I think it's just as good. And botanically speaking, rice is technically a fruit because it's a seed, and anything is like a fruit is a seed. The seed of the fruit is the fruit. So anything that is a seed like that is technically a fruit. So if you might hear my cat yelling at me, she just apparently cannot figure out what food she wants today. Anyways, so this, it's not going to be a long video because the point of this is to get the most optimal diet in you possibly. If that is all fruit, she is really yelling. 1 second. Look at this little four pounds of fury. She is having a really bad day, though. She is not having a good day. You can see. Anyways, the best diet you can get is the best diet you should do. If in my mind, the rice diet is better than the raw diet because the raw diet is just so hard to keep up with. Rice is not hard to find. So you just combine the fruit that you can find and the rice that you can find with a rice cooker. Link down below. I don't know how people do this stuff in the Instant Pot. I've had it. It's just nowhere near as good. And just run with it, because the best diet is the diet that keeps you high carb, low fat. And if you're constantly trying to find fruit, if you're constantly trying to find raw vegan stuff to eat that's high carb, low fat, you might be starving yourself and wondering why. And then you turn into one of these ex-vegans because they tried to live on this stuff and it just isn't doable in some areas. It's crazy to me that I interviewed Chris Kendall the other day. Check that video out. I'll link it here. And he has no problem finding the fruit in Sweden. But here in America, it's been kind of tricky lately to actually get good fruit. I don't know what's going on over here. My cat is a trip today, I tell you what. So that is just, I don't know if you can even hear this. That is my suggestion. If you can find the really good fruit constantly, then just go raw vegan. But my guess is that's not going to be something that you're able to do. And that is where the rice diet comes in really good handy. If you are having digestion issues as well, I would highly suggest the rice diet over the raw diet, because there's so many fibers and everything in fruit that might be causing issues. and people don't food combine properly, and it causes a lot of issues digestive wise. So if you do have digestive issues, if you got like IBS or whatever, rice is like the most beneficial thing you can do, because you can really eliminate a lot of what's going on with rice and like bananas and just simple stuff like that. So if you're having very bad digestion, I would just do bananas, rice, sugar, and if you want to add fruit juice, and you will most likely clear up any digestive issues that you might have. I know it works for me. I know even when I add in potatoes, the digestion issues come back. It's crazy to me. I don't know if I've got a nightshade issue, but you might have a nightshade issue. It's really good. It's not like a total elimination diet, but kind of is an elimination diet, and it eliminates any possibilities of having irritation in the gut, and it allowed the gut to heal. It allowed the microflora and everything to reflourish, and it'll allow you to lose weight in the process. So if you're having, like I said, if you're having digestive issues, I would really just do the rice diet, because the all fruit diet really can actually give some issues to your digestion quite a bit. I've talked to a lot of people about this, and we all seem to agree on the same thing. I have had that digestion issues my entire life, and the rice diet by far has been the best. I know some people get a really good digestion out of potatoes. If that's you, maybe sub out the rice with potatoes. But for the most of us, rice is going to do the trick, and white rice too. You know, because if you eat the brown rice, you're going to have that same fiber thing, and your digestion isn't going to work as well. So that is my suggestions. Hopefully this did you some good. I'm not saying not to eat fruit, but I'm just saying I even, like I've been out there scouring lately, and I'm having a hard time finding really good fruit this past couple of weeks. So I can see where people's issues come from, especially the more northern you get on the planet, because it's going to be harder and harder to get fruit in them places. So just do what you can. If you can't do 100% fruit diet, maybe you can find canned fruit or like glass fruit. Like, I don't have any left, otherwise I'd show them to you. I got these really cool glasses of peaches the other day from Costco. And just do what you can. If you can only live on rice and a few other things, I mean, hey, it worked for the Asians for how many thousands, if not millions of years. So it works. So do what you can, find what you can, best quality that you can, high carb, low fat. That's it. Comments, questions down below. Talk to you next time. Oh, and if this will do anybody that you know any good, just share the video.